Hello, folks. Welcome back. We're right here at Kroger Gymnasium on the campus of TOUGALOO College. I'm Trellis Williams, and I'm right here with head coach of the TOUGALOO Bulldogs, Eric Strothers, after a big win over Talladega College on the road, 69-66. And coach, this was a big game. Another team that was like kind of in that tied for first place in the GCAC prior to the game. You guys had lost to them here on your home floor, the only home loss of the entire season. So you knew you were coming up against a strong team. You're able to beat them by 3 on the road. Just kind of take us through what you took away from that game.
Well, we had our last four games at home, so we had a really big home
Yeah,
stand with four really good teams that came in here, and we just had to do our job at home to get to this point to play in Talladega. And I think my guys they came out and played pretty good. I mean, it was in the beginning. I think both teams had little nervous spots, but we was able to had the halftime lead, which gave us a boost coming into the second half. And we played really well. I think we played really good defense. I always talk about holding teams to 60 points. I think they scored 66 points. So, but we played well to be on the road and come out with a big victory. And we're on top right now, but we still got three games to play.
absolutely. And kind of talking about that defense a little bit, I know that the game started off kind of a little slow for both teams, but how big is that defense to be able to hold the other team when your offense hasn't gotten it going yet?
Well, I'm a defensive coach, Trellis. I always preach defense. I was a defensive player too. So we talk a lot about defense. We talk about keeping guys out of the paint and keeping guys in front of you. And then we talk about our rotation. We do a lot of rotation drills in practice, and we do a lot of defensive drills in practice to try to keep guys out of the paint. I think it's helping. I think we're getting better about it. We're watching a lot of film, and I think our players are getting better on defense.
Yeah, and so moving forward, you are number one now in the conference, and you got I believe you have 4 games remaining until conference play begins. You're about to go out to the University of Virgin Islands, go out to the Virgin Islands to play that game. A team that you beat handily here at home, but you go on the road, especially a road trip like that. You never know what's going to happen. How are you keeping your guys focused during this last stretch of the regular season heading into the conference tournament?
Right, and we got 3 games left. So we got the Virgin Islands on on Saturday, and then we come back and we go to Nashville and play Fisk College. Then we come back and we play Oakwood at Oakwood and Huntsville. But I just tell my guys it's a business trip.
Yep.
It's all about business right now. We got 3 games left, and we got to win all 3 of them to stay in front of the guys that for Landa and Talladega. We got to win these games to stay in front of them. I like our position right now, and I talked to the captain, and we trying to stay focused. But the main thing right now, we got to get a lot of rest, and getting a lot of rest, and then now you're talking about it's midterms for our kids,
Yeah.
and we concentrating more on academics right now than basketball because we got to be eligible. I got to keep my guys eligible for next year down the stretch, and this year we was able to hold a 3.0 at the end of the term, and
Yep.
we looking to move it up to a 3.2. So right now we got steady hall going on in the back right now, and they lifting weights right now. So we pouring more into the academic side right now to try to make sure these kids are academically sound with all the traveling that's going to happen in the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, for sure, and that's definitely a big struggle with college teams for sure. Kind of going towards the end of the season as well. I know that you were talking last time we did an interview about kind of how you wanted your team to build the chemistry. How's your team looked in that department in the last 3 games since we last talked?
Well, I like where they headed. I mean, I tell you what, Montgomery has taken over some leadership role. Antonio Patterson has taken over
Yep.
a lot of leadership role. And DP, which is one of my point guards, is getting really taken over. And then I got West that's leading. West Taylor that's leading some of the leadership part. I think they're getting closer. They bonding closer, but when you're winning, it helps a lot more when you're winning.
Yep.
So I think they're coming a lot closer, and I think we got room to improve, and that's what I like. When you got room to improve at this time of the year, you're doing something right.
Yeah, so when you say that you have room to improve, which is very good to have room to improve when you're 21-4, I mean, it's just kind of like what you always want. You want to learn through your wins. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right.
But what are some areas that you would say that this team needs to improve in going into the postseason?
Well, we always talk about our defense first, and then we got to improve our rebounding. And we got to improve our passing. You know, we got to do a better job in passing. We have a lot of turnovers, and of course, we got to shoot our free throws better, and we got to make some more shots. But Trellis, I always talk about. I want to do more than win. I want to dominate, and that's what
Yeah,
I preach to the kids that I had. I don't want to just win. I want to dominate the situation on the floor and in the classroom. So
yeah.
when some kids say, "Well, coach, I got a C," no, get an A. I want my kids to get an A. Don't be satisfied with C's and B's, and don't be satisfied with wins. You want to win, but you want to dominate the situation, and that's what I try to tell the kids that I coach today.
For sure, and this TOUGALOO College basketball team is going to head to the Virgin Islands this weekend to take on the Buccaneers of the University of the Virgin Islands. The Bulldogs have 3 games left in the regular season before the GCAC tournament. They're looking to keep that #1 seed in the conference. Coach, we appreciate you joining us, and look forward to speaking with you again soon.
Yeah, thank you, Trellis, and go Bulldogs.
Absolutely, folks. Thank you for joining us. Please hit the subscribe button to the TSJW Network YouTube channel. I'm Trellis Williams. We out.